Welcome to the Courtroom Chronicles, Trials of South Africa. My name is Busiwe Mohapi, and if you're joining us for the first time, you are welcome. In this channel, we break down real cases with real impact. The one that I want to talk about today, I'm sure you've already seen from the thumbnail. The government called him a fake doctor with no matric. Now he's suing them for 2.5 million. Yes, you heard me right. Was this defamation? Or was it public duty? This is what I want us to dissect today. Let us get into it. In 2023, Matthew Lani became infamous, claiming to be a doctor. We all remember that. He gave health advice. He had on his TikTok 550K TikTokers who were listening to his advices. They were his followers. But it crashed when the Department of Education dropped a bombshell. Yes, do you remember that bombshell? They said he was a bogus doctor. That's what they told us. With no matric, police arrested him, but then came the twist. And I want us to talk about that twist. So, Section 41B of CPA says, arrest without warrant requires reasonable suspicion of offense. The NPA later dropped the charges, claiming there wasn't sufficient evidence. So this was according to Umail and Gauteng on the 31st of October 2023. So the charges against the fake doctor Matthew Lani were dropped. Now let us get into the lawsuit now, what he's actually suing the government for. Now Lani is hitting back. He says he wants 2.5 million. And why? He claims that the GTE press release was defamatory and reckless. Why? He's stating 3 legal arguments for that. We are going to get into them. I need you to be patient just a little bit. But yeah, he says, I cannot. You guys, you just spoiled my name and I will not take it. It was reckless. What you did was reckless. I have to give it up for the lawyer who said to him, hey, you've got something in there. Let's run with it. I'm asking myself, where is he getting the funds? The last time I checked, I don't know. Maybe he has employment. I'm not sure. So now he has hit back. We want to see what are his 3 legal arguments. The first one, he says the false statements were alleged. Ne? The GTE claimed that he wrote one subject at 4 Ways Adult Center. Lani says he never attended. He insists that he studied at CJ Education, a private Cambridge school. Now that school has been closed, so we can't really prove. So allegedly, this is the first argument, legal arguments, that the false statements were alleged. That is the first one. The second one, he says, violation of privacy and dignity. He says the GTE exposed his disability or mental health history unlawfully. Section 14 of the Constitution protects privacy. You can't just go out there talking about people's disabilities. So now, the question is, does it apply to public figures in scandals? Because this was a scandal. So now, that is the second thing that he will argue, the violation of privacy and dignity. The third one, PAIA request blocked. When Lani requested his request via PAIA, the GTE refused. So he has records, but now when he asked for those records, he wasn't given those records. So the question is, was it a cover-up? Why is the GTE refusing to give him his records? Or is it a legitimate resource preservation? The court must decide now. When this goes to court, these are the 3 things. If you've forgotten, the false statements that were alleged, the violation of privacy and dignity, and the third one, the paper request blocked, PAIA. So let us get to the legal question now that we are asking ourselves. Can you sue the government for defamation in South Africa? The answer is yes, a big yes, but there's a but. The state must prove it acted reasonably. That is what is needed. So there is another case, the Mthembi-Mahanyele versus Mail and Guardian in 2004. So yeah, he can sue the state. And now let us go to our part 3 of the video. Is that now to win, Matthew Lani must prove the GDE acted with malice or gross negligence. The state will argue we had a duty to warn the public if he wins. This could set, let's start here and leave the if he wins it. Remember now, if the state argues that they had a duty to tell us. Remember, he was working at the hospital, and he was seeing patients there, and there was a nurse that had suspected that he's bogus. It was also alleged that he would wear the uniform. And this one, I remember, guys, I was a follower on TikTok. I remember I was a follower, and I found it very brave of him to talk about his status and how he got infected, and all of that was fascinating. And you know how he would explain things, but people would always say on the comment section, but this is on Google. It's not something that, allegedly, you would ask him something and he would go on Google, take whatever that is being said there, and he will tell you the answer. So now if the state is saying we had to warn people, then maybe that's how the state could win the case. But if he wins, this could set a precedent for influencers suing state bodies, showing influencers that they can also sue if the government says something about them. Now, what is the broader impact of all of this? Is that imagine if every viral statement by a government department could lead to a multi-million rands lawsuit. The case tests the limits of state accountability versus free speech. As much as you are free, you have freedom of speech, the state also has freedom of speech. So this is what we're going to be looking at on this case and how it impacts everyone. So what is the teachable moment that we see here? I just want to share it with you. Lesson 1 is that defamation requires a false statement. So if you say something about me and you say Ubusi has lipstick on, I do have it on, so it's not something that is false. So I can't be saying it's defamation of character because I have it on. I hope you get that, ne? And it must be something that harms my reputation. If you say something and it's false, maybe let's make an example. If you say Ubusi took someone's husband and it's false, and then I can sue you, for defamation of character. That is lesson number 1. Number 2, the government statements aren't immune from lawsuits. They can also be sued if they have been found that they've been reckless. They can also be sued. Lesson 3 is that the paper request can be denied. The PAIA, I don't know how to say it, guys. I'm trying to, but I guess you get it. PAIA request can be denied, but reasons must be justified. So the fact that he wanted his records, but they denied giving him his records, we don't know what are their reasons. Maybe we'll hear of the reasons in court. And I just need you to tell me on the comment section, what do you think about this? Do you think Lani is just wasting time? And do you think Matthew, you agree with him that the state defamed him? I will put a poll and we can vote on it. Or are you saying that the state had a duty to warn us as the public, because if he opened the practice, we would probably be going there because we know him from TikTok or social media. So what do you think? Do you think this is just a waste of taxpayers' money, people going to court, while we have a problem with judges that there are so many cases that they can't handle the cases themselves? There's a shortage there, and a lot is going on in our country. Do you think this is a waste of time? Let me know what you think. So note, guys, I'm not an attorney. I don't work at the court. This is just educational commentary on public court documents. So always consult a lawyer or legal advice. I'm not here to advise anyone on legal anything. Ne? This is just to educate ourselves as just South African citizens. So let me know on the comment section, what do you think? And with that being said, until the next one. Oh, before I forget something, please watch the ads from beginning to end. Maybe you can go and just drink water, milk, or pour yourself a drink, juice, or whatever that you might need at the time, or go to the loo, or just walk around, so that you watch the ad from beginning to end, because that's how we as content creators get paid. And also, if you would like to donate, you can email me or use the resources. There's another one, there's a link on my bio, you can use that one, buy me coffee, and there's an amount there you can choose what you want to donate. The donations start from as little as 14 rands, but I know it will make a difference. So if you'd like to donate, if you'd like to contact me, my email address is there on my bio. And with that being said, continue liking, subscribing, hitting that notification button. Sharing is caring. You can share with whoever you want to share with. That way more people will watch and subscribe to our channel. Until the next one, God bless. Ciao.